The fascination with archaeological mysteries: how many secrets does the past hide? And how many remain beyond our reach, lost to time and waiting to be uncovered? Since humans first began exploring the world around them, they have encountered enigmas that defy understanding. Colossal monuments, undecipherable inscriptions, and enigmatic artifacts that seem to challenge the very laws of history are just some of the pieces of this vast archaeological puzzle. Our knowledge of the past has evolved over centuries. Advanced technologies have allowed us to make discoveries that once seemed impossible. However, for every mystery solved, new enigmas arise, fueling the curiosity and fascination of archaeologists and historians. The desire to understand who we were and how we got here is intrinsic to the human condition, and archaeological mysteries serve as a reminder that, despite all our progress, much remains unknown. While the pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge are widely known examples of such enigmas, other, perhaps less publicized mysteries are equally captivating. Ancient places, mysterious objects, and inexplicable phenomena continue to dazzle those who study them, resisting easy answers and prompting new questions. In this journey, we will explore some of these lesser-known mysteries. From an enigmatic disk on the island of Crete to a temple predating the first civilizations, get ready to dive into the depths of the unknown. The lost language of Crete in 1908, in the heart of the ancient Minoan civilization, a mysterious artifact was discovered in the ruins of the palace of Phaistos on the island of Crete. What appeared to be a simple clay disk soon revealed itself as one of archaeology's greatest enigmas, the Phaistos Disk. Measuring about 15 centimeters in diameter, this artifact features a series of spiral symbols inscribed on both sides, a set of pictograms that to this day defy any attempt at decipherment. Believed to have been produced around 1700 BC, during the peak of Minoan civilization, the symbols on the disk are unique, with no known parallels in other ancient scripts, such as linear A or B, also associated with the Minoans. The most intriguing aspect is how these symbols were inscribed. Each one seems to have been stamped individually using stamps, suggesting a systematic and deliberate process. But what do these symbols mean? What was the purpose of the disk? Over a century, various theories have emerged. Some experts believe the disk could be a type of calendar, marking significant astronomical or religious events. Others suggest it might have been a ritual object used in ceremonies, or even an administrative document, similar to clay tablets found elsewhere in the ancient world. Some also believe it represents a symbolic narrative or ancient myth. However, the mystery persists. The absence of similar artifacts, combined with the inability to decipher the symbols, keeps the Phaistos Disk one of the greatest enigmas of archaeology. To many scholars, it serves as a tangible reminder that, despite all our progress, some parts of human history remain shrouded in mystery. The Phaistos Disk continues to captivate archaeologists, linguists, and mystery enthusiasts worldwide. Perhaps, one day, a new discovery or technological innovation will provide the answers we seek. But for now, it remains a silent artifact, guarding the secrets of a language and civilization lost to time. Göbekli Tepe, the first temple of humanity on a barren hill in southeastern Turkey, lies one of the oldest and most enigmatic archaeological sites ever discovered, Göbekli Tepe. Dating back about 11,000 years, this extraordinary site predates the advent of agriculture and cities, making it the oldest known temple built by humankind. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe shook the foundations of archaeology and challenged everything we thought we knew about the earliest civilizations. What makes Göbekli Tepe so fascinating is its monumental scale. The site consists of massive stone pillars arranged in circular patterns, many of which stand up to 5 meters tall and weigh several tons. These skillfully carved pillars feature elaborate depictions of animals like lions, foxes, snakes, and birds, as well as stylized human figures, suggesting a ritualistic or spiritual purpose. But the real mystery lies in the people who built Göbekli Tepe. At the time the temple was constructed, humanity was still living in small bands of hunter-gatherers, without agricultural knowledge, cities, or organized civilizations that would emerge millennia later. So how did a group of nomads manage to create such an impressive structure? requiring coordinated labor, social organization, and technical skill? This question has led many archaeologists to rethink their theories about the origins of civilization. Göbekli Tepe appears to have been an important religious center, possibly attracting hunter-gatherer groups from distant regions for ceremonies and rituals. Some researchers believe the site marked a critical point in the transition from nomadic to sedentary life, with religion and communal worship playing a central role in creating the first organized societies. This theory suggests that the construction of temples like Göbekli Tepe may have preceded, and even motivated, the development of agriculture and the formation of the first villages and cities. Despite decades of excavations and studies, much about Göbekli Tepe remains a mystery. There are no signs of everyday life or burials at the site, reinforcing the idea that it was purely ceremonial. Why the builders decided to bury the temple, covering it with tones of earth, also continues to puzzle scholars. Göbekli Tepe has rewritten the history of archaeology, showing that early humans were capable of extraordinary feats long before previously thought. Yet each discovery at the site seems to raise new questions rather than offer definitive answers. Thus, the first temple of humanity remains one of the greatest enigmas of prehistory. The Ica Stones, ancient science or modern fraud? In a small town in Peru, a collection of carved stones challenges both official history and imagination. Known as the Ica Stones, these rocks were discovered in the Peruvian desert and have attracted the attention of scholars, archaeologists, and mystery enthusiasts for depicting scenes that seem completely anachronistic. Dinosaurs coexisting with humans, advanced brain surgeries, and complex celestial maps are just some of the themes carved into these stones. The Ica Stones gained popularity in the 1960s when Peruvian doctor Javier Cabrera Darquilla began collecting them. According to him, the stones represented the advanced knowledge of an ancient civilization that coexisted with dinosaurs, which, if true, would be a discovery capable of revolutionizing science. Cabrera believed that these stones could be the key to uncovering the history of a lost civilization with technology and knowledge far ahead of its time. However, the authenticity of the Ica Stones is highly controversial. Many archaeologists and scientists consider them to be a modern hoax, carved by local artisans to attract tourists. In fact, some locals admitted to manufacturing the stones to sell to collectors and curious onlookers. The carvings, they say, were nothing more than modern inventions inspired by popular stories and the desire for profit. Still, some defend the legitimacy of the stones, arguing that some were discovered in genuine archaeological contexts and that the fraud does not explain the entire collection. For proponents of this theory, the Ica Stones could be evidence of a civilization with advanced knowledge, forgotten by history. Regardless of the truth, the Ica Stones continue to fuel debates and conspiracy theories and serve as an example of how archaeological mysteries can captivate the public imagination. The controversy surrounding these stones raises profound questions about what we accept as historical evidence and how science and pseudoscience intertwine in the search for answers about the past. Whether the Ica Stones are an elaborate hoax or a glimpse of an unknown past, the question remains open. What is certain is that they continue to provoke fascination and skepticism in equal measure, challenging those who seek to understand what really happened in antiquity. The Terracotta Army, silent guardians of Qin Shi Huang's tomb in 1974, farmers digging wells near the city of Xi'an, China, made a discovery soon recognized as one of the most impressive in world archaeology: the Terracotta Army. Buried for over 2,000 years, thousands of life-size clay soldiers were unearthed, ready to march alongside their emperor into the afterlife. These silent guardians belong to the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, whose quest for immortality shaped not only his empire, but also the legacy he left behind. The Terracotta Army consists of about 8,000 soldiers, along with horses and chariots. Each figure was sculpted with meticulous and realistic detail, with facial features and expressions that seem unique, suggesting that the sculptors may have been inspired by real soldiers. Furthermore, the army was equipped with real weapons, many still sharp, demonstrating the meticulous dedication with which it was built. It is an impressive testament to the technical and artistic sophistication of ancient China. However, the mystery goes far beyond the magnitude and beauty of these figures. What intrigues archaeologists the most is the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, which has not yet been fully explored. The tomb itself remains sealed, and rumors suggest it contains a true archaeological treasure. According to ancient texts, the tomb was designed as a replica of the empire, with rivers of mercury flowing among miniature palaces and mountains. However, mercury is highly toxic, and recent studies indicate elevate concentrations of the substance at the site, complicating further investigation. The Terracotta Army is not only a masterpiece of funerary art, it is a reflection of Qin Shi Huang's grandeur and beliefs in the afterlife. Qin was the emperor who unified China, standardized the currency, writing system, and laws, but he was also obsessed with immortality. He ordered the construction of his massive tomb shortly after ascending the throne, a project that took decades and involved thousands of workers. Much remains to be discovered about the tomb and the army that protects it. As modern archaeology advances and new technologies emerge, the hope is that one day we may enter the emperor's secret domain without compromising the artifacts within. Until then, the Terracotta Army continues to guard, in silence, the secrets of Qin Shi Huang, the man who wanted to live forever. The Antikythera Mechanism. The first computer in history in 1901, divers exploring an ancient shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera found something extraordinary. Among bronze statues and other artifacts lay a mysterious object, corroded and fragmented, that at first appeared to be just a mass of oxidized bronze and decayed wood. However, when archaeologists began to study the artifact, they realized they had something truly unique. What would later be known as the Antikythera Mechanism, a device many consider the first analog computer in history. Dated to about 2,000 years ago, the Antikythera Mechanism is composed of a complex system of bronze gears, carefully designed to calculate astronomical movements with surprising precision. The device, about the size of a shoebox, could predict eclipses, phases of the moon, and possibly even planetary positions. It functioned as a kind of astronomical clock, allowing the ancient Greeks to track celestial cycles with a precision that would not be surpassed until the invention of clock mechanisms in the Renaissance, more than 1,000 years later. The greatest mystery of the Antikythera Mechanism is not just its functionality, but how it could have been conceived in an era when such technology was thought not to exist. The engineering required to create such an intricate and precise device suggests advanced technical knowledge, challenging our understanding of the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. How could a machine so complex have been produced in ancient Greece? And more importantly, was the Antikythera Mechanism unique, or was it part of a now-lost technological tradition? Scholars studying the device have proposed various theories about its purpose and creation. Some believe it was made by a student or follower of Archimedes, the famous mathematician and inventor of antiquity, whose contributions to physics and engineering are legendary. Others argue it could have been used as an educational tool, teaching astronomers about celestial movements. The mystery deepens when considering that no known historical records describe a device like the Antikythera Mechanism, raising the question, how many other similar artifacts might have existed and been lost forever in the mists of time? The mechanism's gears, precision, and complexity invite us to imagine how advanced science might have been in antiquity, far beyond what traditional historical records indicate. Despite being discovered over a century ago, studies on the Antikythera Mechanism continue to evolve with modern technologies, such as CT scans, revealing new details about its construction and operation. However, the device still holds many secrets, becoming a symbol of the gaps in our knowledge of ancient technological capabilities. The Antikythera Mechanism reminds us that history is far from fully understood. Perhaps other ancient computers await discovery, hidden in the depths of the sea or in the ruins of ancient civilizations. Until that happens, the Antikythera Mechanism remains one of the most intriguing artifacts ever found, a window into a technological past that we have yet to fully unveil. The underground of Giza. Secrets beneath the pyramids of Giza. with their monumental grandeur and architectural enigma, are already among the world's greatest archaeological mysteries. However, what may be even more intriguing is what lies beneath these millennia-old structures. For centuries, rumors and reports have circulated about vast networks of tunnels and hidden chambers beneath the Giza Plateau. And recently, modern technological discoveries have begun to reveal that these rumors may be more than mere speculation. Exploring what lies beneath the pyramids is a monumental challenge. Traditional archaeological excavations are limited due to the delicate nature of the structures. However, the use of new technologies such as subatomic particle tomography has allowed scientists to glimpse what the rocks do not reveal to the naked eye. These scans have detected large voids within the Great Pyramid and around the plateau, increasing speculation about what these spaces might contain. Among the most intriguing theories is that these chambers could house funerary treasures or artifacts of immense cultural and historical value, potentially from the time of the pharaohs. Others suggest the underground spaces might be secret passages or tunnels connecting different parts of the funerary complex, with unknown religious or ceremonial functions. Some even propose more daring theories, suggesting the existence of lost archives of the Egyptian civilization, preserved for millennia, which could reveal hidden knowledge about life, death, and the afterlife. However, for now, these theories remain speculative, as direct excavation of these chambers has yet to be possible. What is known is that the underground of Giza continues to be one of Egypt's most intriguing mysteries, an area still largely unexplored but full of potential for revolutionary discoveries. Whatever the contents of these chambers, their discovery could dramatically change our understanding of the funerary practices and architectural knowledge of the ancient Egyptians. Perhaps the mysteries of the pyramids are not only in their majestic construction, but also in what they protect in their depths. The Nazca Lines, drawings for the gods or for humans. In the arid Nazca Desert of Peru lies some of the most enigmatic and impressive drawings ever made by humankind. Known as the Nazca Lines, these colossal figures, known as geoglyphs, were created over 1,500 years ago and can only be seen in their entirety from above, making the mystery even greater. The lines form images of animals, plants, geometric figures, and even human forms, stretching for kilometers across the dry, sandy soil. The big question that intrigues scientists and enthusiasts is, how and why were these lines made? The Nazca civilization, which flourished in the region between 100 BC and 700 AD, was technologically advanced but did not have means to fly or view the figures from the air, making their precision and scale all the more impressive. Some of the lines are hundreds of meters long, and the figures range from simple geometric shapes to complex representations of animals such as monkeys, spiders, and birds. Theories about the purpose of the Nazca Lines are as varied as their shapes. One of the most widely accepted explanations is that the lines had a religious or ritualistic purpose. Some research suggests they may have been created as ceremonial pathways or for offerings to the gods, especially deities associated with water, as the Nazca Desert is one of the driest regions in the world. Another theory is that the figures were made to be seen by the gods of the sky as a form of communication or worship. Some also suggest an astronomical use for the lines. Some scholars believe the geoglyphs might have served as a giant calendar, marking solstices and important stellar alignments for agriculture or the rituals of the Nazca culture. The precision of some lines in relation to astronomical phenomena strengthens this theory, although there is no consensus on whether all the lines serve this purpose. On the other hand, the idea that the Nazca Lines could have been created with the help of extraterrestrial visitors, popularized by conspiracy theorists, continues to fascinate the public. For these enthusiasts, the scale and complexity of the figures, combined with their aerial visibility, are evidence of a connection with beings from other worlds. Regardless of the explanation, what is known is that the Nazca Lines have endured the test of time and desert weather for centuries, keeping their secrets buried under the sand. Their preservation is a testament to the ingenuity of the Nazca culture and a reminder of how human capacity for art and ritual transcends time. While research continues and new technologies are applied to better understand these geoglyphs, The mystery of the Nazca Lines remains alive, challenging scientists and sparking the imagination of all who contemplate them. The future of archaeological mysteries constantly remind us that no matter how much we advance in understanding our past, there is still much we do not know. This journey, we have explored enigmas that challenge our perceptions of civilization, technology, throughout and culture. The Phaistos Disk, Göbekli Tepe, the Antikythera Mechanism, and many other examples we discuss prove that human history is full of surprises, with many of its secrets still waiting to be uncovered. With technological advances such as subatomic scans, CT scans, and laser surveys, new discoveries continue to emerge, and long-standing archaeological mysteries may be on the brink of being solved. However, for every answer found, new questions arise. The buried structures beneath the Giza Plateau, the purpose of the Nazca Lines, and the true origin of the Ica Stones are examples of how the past is full of complexity and layers that we still do not fully understand. Modern archaeology is increasingly integrated with multidisciplinary science, involving historians, geologists, biologists, and even engineers in a collective effort to decipher ancient mysteries. What does the future hold for these studies? We can only speculate. Perhaps in a few decades, technological advances will reveal crucial information that will allow us to rewrite entire chapters of human history. Or perhaps, some of these enigmas will continue to challenge our understanding for generations, preserving the fascination and mystery that drive us to keep digging, both literally and figuratively, in search of answers. What is certain is that the quest for knowledge never ends. Each discovery, whether small or monumental, brings us a little closer to understanding the vast puzzle of human history. The secrets that time has hidden, whether in sealed chambers, desert plains, or ocean depths, will continue to fascinate and inspire us for many generations. How many secrets does the past still hide from us? Humanity has always been fascinated by the unknown, seeking answers to questions that often challenge our understanding. With each archaeological discovery, we are confronted with mysteries that seem beyond our reach, objects and structures that do not fit traditional historical narratives. Although scientific progress has shed light on many aspects of the past, some enigmas continue to defy our curiosity, remaining shrouded in mystery. It is precisely these lesser-known, but equally intriguing archaeological mysteries that remind us that there is still much to be discovered. Humans have always sought to understand their place in the world, and ancient civilizations have left us clues about how they lived, thought, and worshipped. But sometimes, these clues come in the form of a nearly impossible-to-decipher puzzle. Artifacts like the Phaistos Disk, found in Crete, and the Antikythera Mechanism, discovered at the bottom of the Greek Sea, challenge conventional understanding of the technological and communicative capabilities of ancient civilizations. They are more than just historical objects. They are symbols of how the past can surprise us with its complexity and advancement. And it is not just objects that intrigue us. Monumental structures like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, a temple built by hunter-gatherers more than 11,000 years ago, also challenge traditional ideas of how human civilizations developed. How did people without agricultural knowledge or sophisticated tools manage to erect such monumental structures? What was the purpose of these places? And what do they tell us about the beliefs and spiritual world of these societies? The Terracotta Army, guarding the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang in China, is another example of how power and belief in the afterlife shaped ancient civilizations. Thousands of clay soldiers, each with unique features, were created to accompany the emperor on his journey to eternity, while his tomb remains sealed, guarding secrets that archaeologists have yet to fully unravel. And what about the Nazca Lines, those gigantic drawings traced in the Peruvian desert, visible only from above? Were they created for the gods or for astronomical purposes? How were ancient people able to produce such precise drawings without an aerial view? Each of these mysteries shows us that, despite technological advances, we are still faced with questions that remain unanswered. The Ica Stones, with their anachronistic depictions of humans coexisting with dinosaurs, raise questions not only about their authenticity, but also about our understanding of what is real in archaeology. Whether these stones are hoaxes or genuine pieces of a history we cannot comprehend, the debate remains fascinating. The underground of Giza, with its unexplored chambers beneath the pyramids, is another example of how the past holds secrets that modern science still struggles to reveal. What might be hidden in these unknown passages? And why were they left concealed, as if waiting for the right moment to be discovered? These archaeological mysteries teach us something fundamental about our journey of discovery. The past is not just a closed book waiting to be read. It is an ever-changing landscape, where each new discovery can alter everything we think we know. Modern technologies help us see beyond the surface, revealing hidden chambers and details invisible to the naked eye. Yet at the same time, these advances remind us that many enigmas may never be fully resolved. What these mysteries have in common is that they evoke in us the desire to explore, understand, and find answers to the deepest questions about who we are and where we came from. Each of these enigmas challenges our current understanding of history, forcing us to reconsider traditional narratives and reminding us that the truth can be stranger and more complex than we can imagine. The future of archaeology will certainly bring new answers, perhaps answers that completely change our understanding of the past. But it will also bring new mysteries, because ultimately, the past is vast, and with every layer we uncover, we realize there is much more to be discovered. The search for knowledge never ends. The secrets that time has hidden, whether in sealed chambers, desert plains, or ocean depths, will continue to fascinate and inspire us for many generations. What else does the past have to reveal to us? That is the question that will continue to drive archaeologists, scientists, and enthusiasts alike. And perhaps along the way, we may finally understand that while not all mysteries can be solved, it is the quest for these answers that makes exploring the past so thrilling.